Coming to you from sunny California and the Great White North. Get ready. We are breaking down the obstacles on the Armchair Ninja Podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Armchair Ninja Podcast. It is Friday, November 17th, 2017. My name is Rich, and joining me once again this week is Bijan. How you making out?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
It's good to hear. What's going on with you? What's up with life?
Work's winding down for Christmas time, so things are starting to quiet down, get a little more reasonable, so I can spend a little more time with the ninja stuff and taking a look around the community, seeing what's going on. And, yeah, it's just a good time of year.
Yeah, it's good to hear, man. For me, it's kind of like the lull in between midterms and finals. So I'm feeling good. I actually have some time to breathe and actually enjoy life again, which is nice. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of rock climbing and upper body based stuff. So, I mean, even if I don't make it to ANW, I feel really great with just like all this new exercising that I'm doing. It's super fun.
Yeah, you got some new climbing gear?
Yeah, dude, I bought a bunch, but there's this really cool, like, climbing hold type of thing where you hang it from your workout, from your pull-up bars at home. Because I live in an apartment, you know, I can't just get a giant climbing setup here. Like, I know a lot of Ninja Warriors have, a lot of people have. I can't be drawing holes all up over these walls and everything. So I basically I have my pull-up bar, and there's these two hanging, like, I don't even know how to describe it, like, kind of like hanging cliffhanger type things, but with different sets of holds. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of dead hang to pull up to lock offs with it. Doing crimps, which is like your all four fingers over the top of it. And also like holding 4 fingers, 3 fingers, and 2 fingers just a little bit into these holds, strengthening up my grip strength and my finger strength. And it's been great. It's hard. You know, I have to give myself some rest days, but it's been really fun. Today was a leg day, so, you know, leg days suck, but you gotta do them.
Someone's gonna have to explain to me someday why leg days suck. I mean, it seems like it would all suck, to be honest, but why leg days in particular?
I don't know, man. Just some people like working out different body parts, right? Like my girlfriend is she's leg day all day, right? But me, I'm not all about. And it's weird because you look at me and you'd expect me to be all about cardio and everything. I do marathons and stuff. But like for me, I'm all about weight training. I like that excitement. I like testing myself that way. But me just running on the treadmill for an hour and then doing a lot of squats and like leg lifts and stuff like that, just I don't enjoy it. And for me, it's the most strenuous out of all my workouts. I feel like probably if I did it a lot of times, I'd get used to it and feel good. But I guess it's the same as like somebody that doesn't do a bunch of like pull-ups and push-ups. Like them doing it the first time, it's just gonna suck, right? And it's kind of like that for leg day for me.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess. So in today's episode, we're going to be covering some National Ninja League. We're going to do 3 of those. That's going to be Ninja Intensity, High Exposure, and Warrior Factory. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the Reality TV Awards, which had some nominations for one of our favorite shows, or a couple of our favorite shows.
Yeah, quite a few.
So the first one we're going to take a look at is Ninja Intensity, National Ninja League. This course is obscenely long. Like 16 obstacles. That's a bit much, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of enjoy the long obstacle courses as long as they make it somewhat fair. The ones that really annoy me are what we saw kind of last season with some gyms, where it was like a 20 obstacle course and 5 of them are like back to back to back upper body where it's just death. And it's like, come on, y'all. Like it's pushing a little too much. But when they separate them with a big variety of like laches, lower body, maybe some balance, maybe some like rock climbing-esque things, like that's fine for me.
Yeah, it's good when there's a good variety, and it's nice when they take the time to build some like unique obstacles or recreate new obstacles from the show, which we see all the time, right?
Mm-hmm. And I like this one.
Yeah, this one was pretty cool. It had some good obstacles. They even built a rail runner, which, you know, as Chris noted, I think that's the first gym we've seen that actually had a rail runner built. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really want to try that obstacle. It looks so deathly difficult.
So taking a look at the results here, in third place we had Sarah Levine. In second, Jerry Diorilio. And in first place, Megan Martin.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, it was really cool. I really like the fact that a lot of these women got really far into the course, showed a lot of their upper body prowess. I mean, we got like a double salmon ladder. We've got a lot of pegboards, like a really tough pegboard circuit. I mean, this was not an easy course here. And yeah, they definitely did a lot to get quite far into this course. That was quite tough. I enjoyed it.
I don't think either one of us are really quite as surprised to see Megan Martin go as deep as Chris seemed to be. I don't know what was going on there. Chris?
Yeah, Chris be throwing some shade at Megan Martin, man. I don't know. You might want to pull the audio of that, but yeah, it was interesting. I mean, he was just like, I haven't been, all that impressed by Megan Martin lately, and blah, blah, blah. She really surprised me by doing well. And I'm like, damn, okay, do you, bro.
Like a backhanded compliment is like, hey, well, she did surprisingly well. Like, it's not that surprising, Chris. I'm not sure who you've been watching because Megan's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But she did impress, especially since she made it all the way to the rail runner, which is where we also saw second and third place men fall, including Lauren Ball in third place and Brian Arnold in second place. So like there were some top level ninjas at this particular competition.
Yeah, Brian Arnold surprised me. I don't know. I just feel like when it's an upper body course like this, he tends to do quite well. And I don't know what got to him.
What are you talking about? He had second place. That was pretty good.
No, he did well, but like I don't know. I would, when it comes to like Brian Arnold, I put him at a level where I expect him to complete this course, to be honest with you.
Well, we didn't actually have any full completions. And if you're going to lose to somebody, I would say Jake Murray in first place is a pretty good stiff competition to face up against.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, he was the only person to beat the rail runner and ended up going out on the cliffhanger. But yeah, the course was a little tougher, I guess, than it looked.
Mm-hmm.
It was really long.
Just, I don't know, man. Brian Arnold, I feel like he can do that rail runner easily. But
well, at least he didn't hit his nose this time, at least. At least he didn't smash his face.
He didn't smash his face. And it is that build-up, it was a long course. So getting to the rail runner, I'm sure they were completely gassed out.
All right, so moving on, we have high exposure.
Talk about high. This course, like, just the facility alone is freaking huge, y'all. Just imagine the biggest rock climbing gym ever. Like, this thing, like, the ceiling must have been like 40 to 60 feet into the sky. These rock climbing walls were so gigantic. And it was clear, like, this is, like, firstly, a rock climbing gym. Secondly, a ninja gym. So it's like this just towering rock climbing walls all over in the background. And then you have like the small pocket of like ninja obstacles in the middle. But this facility is just freaking huge. I can't even describe how big this thing is.
Well, I think this might be the first time we've had them on levels, right? It's like, okay, so then they moved to the upstairs, right? Like they moved, like it's an overhang. You can see the rest of the gym, all the climbing walls and everything, but they're up on like a platform type deal. Like it's so high. But they had lots of cool obstacles, including like the wing nuts, which I'm glad to see the gyms are opening those up, and a coin flip, which I don't think we've ever seen at any of the gyms.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Coin flip is scary. I mean, I kind of feel like you can really hurt yourself. If like the coin flip, I guess I should say they have, where there is a massive transition. You basically lashang, like how far of the distance do you think that was, man? Maybe 8 feet, maybe 10 feet. And then
I was
you just
gonna
have
say 8 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 feet. And then you have to catch yourself going completely like horizontal, like straight forward onto this small little rope, and just catch yourself that way. And I don't know, you could easily hurt yourself doing that kind of stuff. I'm glad nobody did, or at least from what we saw, but that's a really tough one.
I think we had multiple people falling in weird ways on this one, didn't we? Like a lot of the falls, they had spotters, thankfully, because people were falling every which way.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the best way to describe it is everything at this gym was big. All the obstacles are like very big versions of their counterparts. And I don't know, go big or go home. I'm sure it's a really cool facility to train at, but man, are these These are some big ones. Like even stuff like that most people consider easy, like devil steps. That I can just do in my sleep. Like their version of the devil steps are freaking massive, and I don't know how high those steps go, but they go pretty freaking high.
Yeah, they were pretty high. And what did you think of the cliffhanger circuit board?
That looked dope, dude. I really like that idea. So it's a circuit board, but with these little tiny like grips, kind of like the things I was talking about earlier with what I train on. But just imagine like the cliffhanger, or the small little cliffhanger part where you gotta like hold on by both your hands, but it kind of fits just one hand. You basically have to hold yourself up with your fingertips in one hand and move that circuit all around. It's a really nice and cool variation of it. I like it.
Cool. And there were some top ninjas in this one too, because probably one of the most surprising results I've ever heard of. But in 7th place, we have to mention, was Drew Dressel.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Not to mention in 6th place, Ernest Phillips, who has been tearing it up and is currently in 1st place for the league. He got 6th.
Mm-hmm.
But let's take a look at the other results. We've got in 3rd place for the women, Rachel Goldstein. In 2nd, McKinley Pierce. And in 1st place, Alyssa Beard.
Yeah, those are some big names right there. I mean, you definitely can tell a lot of ninjas came out for this competition, and I'm glad they did, because this is a very, very fun course. And I'm sure a lot of these ninjas were very eager to try their hands at this course and facility. And I don't know, Alyssa Beard keeps killing it. I mean, I think she is going to have an amazing next year, dude.
Yep, sky's the limit for Alyssa. In 3rd place for the men, we had Zach Day. In 2nd, Najee Richardson. And in 1st, the weatherman, Joe Moravsky, the only finisher of the course.
Yeah, a lot of people failed at that coin flip variation that we were talking about. I mean, that obstacle, man, it's scary. Could you just imagine? It's not even like you're swinging or something like that. You're literally jumping from a floating pad to the freaking to that 8-foot gap onto a rope. I mean, that is a scary transition to do. Luckily, Joe is always calm and collective, and he was actually able to catch himself and do it. But that's a really cool thing. And once again, Joe is just a step ahead of everybody, man. Like, a lot of these obstacles that seem insurmountable, just Joe finds a way.
Yeah, he's proven it time and again. Definitely the one we have to watch. And not underestimate, and make sure he's on your ANW Fantasy roster next year. I do got to mention, I thought it was really interesting that Najee had refused his spot. He had earned a spot for the NNL finals previously and turned it down because he wanted to be in the top 3 in order to qualify, which he did do this time. So he is qualified for the NNL finals. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, and I believe CW kind of, like, I believe a quote was that Najee wanted to earn his spot. Like, Najee felt like he didn't earn it and wanted it to go the right way. And that's admirable, It takes a lot to be like, no. I don't want to, take the easy path. I'm going to earn it with everybody else. And that's really cool.
Yeah, I liked it. So let's take a little break here from the NNL to talk about these reality TV awards, which ANW's actually been nominated for before. But this year they have 6 nominations. Thank you, Nikki from ANW Nation, for posting the article. We'll have a link in the description if you'd like to check it out. So let's take a look at the actual nominations, which, by the way, is open for public voting, and there will be a link for that as well. So make sure you can go. You can vote every day. I have to say, I've gone through and voted. It took forever to get through. There's so many categories. So I won't be doing it daily myself, but if you want to take the time to do it, by all means do it. Anything to make A&W stand out in the crowd is great, and it really helps with the show.
Yeah, and Rich will provide some links to it. But Rich, why don't you go over what A&W was nominated for?
Yeah. So first up, Badass Crew, which is for the production staff.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool and all, but if this is open to, like, fan voting, I mean, do fans really know the crew and what they do? I don't know. Like, a lot of this is, like, I understand some some categories being open to the public, but some just really shouldn't be.
Yeah, there's some really strange ones here. Most of them you haven't seen. When you go through the full voting, there's some really, really bizarre categories. But The next one was for competition show, which is great. That one's a pretty clear one.
Makes sense. By the way, sorry, but for competition show, it's interesting that Ultimate Beastmaster isn't part of it. I mean, looking at the nominations of Amazing Race, American Ninja Warrior, America's Got Talent, Big Brother, RuPaul's Drag Race, So You Think You Dance, and Top Chef. I mean, those are all really tough. I could see how it's fair, but I kind of feel like Ultimate Beastmaster is maybe... I mean, does Ultimate Beastmaster get any nominations in any of these things?
I don't remember seeing it once now that you say that.
Yeah, I don't know. I really think it's getting kind of the shaft with this. Just saying.
Good point. Digital reality series for American Ninja Warrior Crashing the Course. So it specifically got nominated. What? That is our nomination. I feel like that's like we share in that one. I mean, I was on Crashing the Course. I feel like that kind of shines a little on us.
That 5 seconds really made the difference, bro.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
I feel like it contributed. You're a part of it.
It's going to get trounced by Mark Hamill's Pop Culture Quest because exclusively Mark Hamill being on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I can compete with Mark Hamill, but, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, I'm curious, though. For digital reality series, I mean, we have stuff from Netflix on it. Wouldn't this be the part where we get Ultimate Beastmaster?
You would think. That would be where I'd expect it.
And I don't see any of these nominations beating it. But, hey, I'm just saying, y'all. Just saying.
So the next one's a good one. We've got the hosts, Matt Eisman and Akbar Bajabiamila.
That's good. Yeah, they're really good. So good on them. Big props, and I think they might deserve that one. I think they're going to win it.
That's a tough category. There are some really strong contenders in that one.
There is, but I don't know. The only other one that I can see in terms of hosting that really has a huge dynamic and impact on the show itself would be Jeff Probst. But other than that, I mean, all the other hosts are just literally hosts, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the dynamic that Matt Eisman and Akbar do towards ANW and Jeff Probst for himself on Survivor, they really make an impact and difference on the show. When somebody makes, like, when there's something happening, they don't just, like, say, oh, cool, moving on. Like, they really genuinely react and go and ebb and flow with the show. They really, I guess they're not afraid to change the pace and do some things to change up the narration of the shows themselves.
Well, I mean, it's very clear when we look at some of the international versions, and that's one of the first things people complain about. And other shows that we've watched, when we look at, like, Spartan and things like that, the hosts are way more important than they can be given credit for sometimes, right? Mm-hmm. And Matt and Akbar do a tremendous job. So, yeah, I completely agree. They have a very good chance. Jeff Probst being the one that I was thinking of being a strong contender as well, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's for me, it's between those two.
Yeah. The next one is where I feel like their best chance.
I'm sorry, just watch Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg win that. Just if they win, this whole thing is a joke. I'm sorry, but just saying, y'all, that is, why are they on the ballot?
I like watching them together, but still, that's just a very I don't feel like it's at the same level.
No.
But next nomination was for Feel Good Show, and I don't think there's any show on TV that can compete with them for that.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be tough. It's interesting they've got Shark Tank and Undercover Boss on there.
Yeah,
like they're really there's feel good moments on those shows, but I wouldn't necessarily consider the entire portion of the show aiming towards the feel good moments. I really feel like if there is a category that ANW has in the bank and it's theirs to lose, it's going to be this one.
Me too. And the final one was Overall Show, which, in my opinion, it should win.
This is the big one, man. Yeah, but so let's go over all the nominees, because this is the best overall reality show, right? And we've got American Ninja Warrior, and then we also have America's Got Talent, Big Brother, Hell's Kitchen, RuPaul's Drag Race, Shark Tank, and Vanderpump Rules. Now, first of all, I've never heard of nor watched Vanderpump Rules, so I really can't make an opinion on that. The other shows, they are actually very legit shows, so there's definitely some competition there. I'm really curious how this whole thing stems out. I don't know if I'm just biased, but I really feel like Survivor is getting the shaft on that one. I know it's an older show, but it's still incredibly good in modern day Survivor. I don't know, man. Like, how do you feel about this category?
I don't know. I feel, maybe it's just my bias. Because we're so deep into the niche that I feel like it is kind of a niche show, though it is very popular this summer. I don't know, man. Like you look at the Big Brother and stuff. It's like, man, I don't know. America's Got Talent. Those shows just completely dominate.
Yeah, and I think the key to this whole thing is that this is fan voting, and when it comes to the popularity, Big Brother is big, but not necessarily for people that are online. Big Brother is a CBS show. It's going to be more popular for older audiences, kind of like the whole Bachelor series, right? The two that could get high votes will be RuPaul's Drag Race. Their fan contingent is very, very heavily based online, and I really wouldn't be shocked to seeing RuPaul's Drag Race win every category it's nominated in. Also, America's Got Talent. Don't sleep on that show, man. It's popular, but American Ninja Warrior. It's very popular online, especially with families, and that could change some things with a younger vote. But I don't know. I kind of feel like RuPaul's Drag Race is going to take a surprise win. Shark Take, I don't think has a chance in hell. And Vanderpump Rules, I've never heard of it, so I have no idea.
We should also mention that Team Ninja Warrior is nominated in the category of new show. And
Oh my god, No, bro.
What?
Spartan Team Challenge is nominated.
You noticed it. I was hoping you wouldn't catch that. I was
shame.
going to drop that one.
That is some hardcore shame right there. Wow.
Do you see what they're nominated for?
Oh my, that's crazy.
Where did you see them nominated at? Sorry, which
best
category?
New show, dude.
Oh, no, even better. You know what else they're nominated for?
There's another one.
Yeah.
Wait. Just I want to remind everybody. Ultimate Beastmaster did not get nominated. And Spartan Team Challenge got nominated. Let's not even consider the fact that it's on its second season. It came out last year, so it's not even a new show. But, like, why and how?
Okay, so I gotta ask you, though. If there was one award that you think Spartan Ultimate Team Challenge should not get, like the absolute last award they should get, what would you say that is?
Oh, jeez. Is it host or something? Like, I'm very curious now. Well, I don't know the categories really, other than the wins.
Just think of what was your biggest complaint about Spartan Ultimate Team Challenge?
The vignettes. Are you talking about like feel good or like editing or something like that?
They're nominated for outstanding editing.
You're joking.
I'm not kidding.
Shame. I'm boycotting these awards. That is some hardcore BS. That is terrible.
I started laughing my head off when
editing.
I saw that.
And American Ninja Warrior isn't. Just think about this. They believe Spartan Team Challenge is better edited than American Ninja Warrior. Who is deciding these?
So we can't let them win that. You have to vote in this thing a lot.
What is it up against? Let's see. Naked and Afraid, The Last Alaskans, Hunted, Hell's Kitchen, Deadliest Catch, Cops is still on TV, and Big Brother. I mean, there are some good edited shows, and there are some shows where it's like, how is that even on there? I'm very, very confused on this whole thing.
Yeah, that one blew me away. I have to say that one I didn't know where they came up with it, but whatever. Congratulations, Spartan Show, and your wonderful editing.
I don't even know, man. That's really curious. I mean, are they just finding the two things where it's like Spartan has no right being there and just throwing them in? Because editing, there's no reason Spartan should be there. In Best New Show, Spartan is not a new show, so really interesting stuff there.
Yeah, I wonder what the time frames are, because Team Ninja Warrior isn't really a new show either.
Yeah, I was about to say, now I think about it, Team Ninja Warrior is on its third season? Like, that has no right being there either. Le Remini Scientology is a show.
That's a great show.
That is a show I will not be watching.
I love it. I love that show. I've been watching a few episodes. Yeah, highly recommend that show.
Yeah. Tell me one thing about it.
It's totally bashing Scientology. She.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I'm all for it then. Okay.
Yeah. She left
'Cause I'm
Scientology,
like-
and it's her tearing them apart, and them like, yeah, it's wonderful. Like, you check it out. It's very cool.
Okay. I'm still not gonna watch it, but I'm glad it's going that route.
Yeah. That's the angle for it. So yeah, let's move
Just
back
as
to
somebody that lives in SoCal and just deals with that crap when they go to LA, not a fan.
Oh geez, yeah. I forget sometimes you're close to this stuff. Like, to me, it's just reality TV. Like, it's in the shiny Hollywood made up place on the box.
They are literally the worst. If you're a Scientologist and listening to this, I want you to know I genuinely believe you are the worst.
Not even mixing words, just you're the worst. Okay. All right, so let's move back to NNL. We are like way off the beaten track here.
No, you sure? Why is Ultimate Beastmaster not part of this? Everybody, blast them.
Yeah, they should be in there. I mean, come on, that was a great series. Looking forward to season 2. Can't say enough about it. And Dave Broom was like awesome. I actually really enjoyed having him on the show, and hopefully we'll get him back again.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to having him like right before Ultimate Beastmaster 2. And he is great online, y'all, so check him out on Twitter. He's fun.
So yeah, moving back to the NNL, we've got Warrior Factory to wrap it all up here. This one,
cool course, man. This is a course I really want to try. I feel like I have a shot at this course.
I also feel like they just record, like, did ATS build this? Did they like just record a full-on episode and not tell anyone? Because the course looks amazing. The production value, the video, they've got the full stream. They've got like a 4-hour full-on live commentary stream available. It's just nuts. They went all out.
Yeah, these obstacles are very well built. It's a very fun course, and the facility's pretty legit. I mean, we're not sponsored by them, y'all, but like, thumbs up to everything going on with them. Actually, I like looked them up. I was like, man, I really want to try this course. Yeah, they're in New York, so they can be literally further away from me. Not happening. But yo, Rich, if you want to try it out, have fun.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But if they'd like to sponsor us, they can totally do that. Hit us up. So in third place, taking a look at the results here. In third place for the women,
well, before we do that, like, we haven't said anything about the course, bro. All right, so this course is relatively, like, it's very streamlined, right? So it's a lot of obstacles that you've seen before. They're not too easy, too difficult. I really like these courses where they're very fair. Because sometimes just some courses go a little too extreme on the hard side, and it's just like watching a million people fail at one obstacle. Yeah, I really like the fact that they've got, like, ascending pipes. They've got the, oh gosh, what's that thingy where you just do it? Like, I have all these pictures doing it. I don't even know its name. It's like 4 points. It's a block, and you like shimmy it over.
Rumbling dice.
Yeah. So they got a rumbling dice, y'all. They've got, I don't know. I'm glad they have those flying monkey bars, and you don't have to shimmy them over. Just as somebody that just dreads those, but I could see how some people would be like, you're making it too easy. And yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy their approach to this course. They have this huge, like, trapeze to giant, like, lache to shelf grab, and I really like that obstacle. That's a tough one, bro.
Yeah, it's a cool course. I didn't have a whole lot to say about it, I guess. Overall, it was just, it looked amazing. It was a good, solid, fair course, as you said. But overall, not a lot to comment on, I guess. But I think you hit all the major points.
I feel you.
So yeah, for the women, in third place we had Rachel.
Before we even get to that,
dude, that's twice now. What? Before we get to that,
I know, but come on, yo, we have Alyssa Beard's mom killing it on this course.
Yeah, I forgot to write that down. That's right. She was what, 5th place?
Yeah, she did really well, and she looks fantastic. I mean, we're starting to see why Alyssa Beard's so good, man. She's got them genetics. Like, her mom is super legit. Her mom didn't go like, oh, it's cute, she got like 2 obstacles in. No, she went deep into this course, and she was looking fantastic. I mean, huge props to Alyssa Beard's mom. I'm sorry I don't have her name. It's something Beard. But yeah, That's awesome. And I hope we see Alyssa Beard's mom on the show next year. That would be awesome.
I want to see Alyssa Beard's mom racing against Jesse Graff's mom on Team Ninja Warrior. That would be cool.
That would be dope. That would be really dope.
Because they both look incredibly strong. I'm pretty sure Jesse's mom actually tried out for the show. I don't know if Alyssa's did or not. This is the first time I've seen her doing anything.
Same here, but man, she looked fantastic.
So, I'm going to try this again. Third time's a charm. In third place.
Hold on. No, I'm just joking.
No. We've got Rachel Franz. In second, Abby Clark. And in first place, McKinley Pierce.
Interesting. Now, no, you're expecting Alyssa Beard being in number one. But also McKinley Pierce. This is the second time we've heard her in the top three just this episode. And yeah, she's like low key doing very well and going up those rankings.
Yep, one of those names. You hear it over and over again and you remember it because you'll be hearing it on the main show before too long and remembering it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So for the men, we've got in third place, Eli Chevalier. In second, Ethan Farkas. And in first, once again, Ernest Phillips.
Yeah, Ernest Phillips, man. He's just like, he's in first place. He's going further and further in. Guy is great, and I just really, really want to see him on ANW. And honestly, we've been talking about this ANW experience and people like making an impact and I guess impressing producers, right, on the amateur tryouts. I feel like Ernest Phillips and people like him that's kind of been overlooked by the show is going to have a very, very good chance of making a big impact and impressing a lot of people affiliated with the show. So I look forward to seeing them either at the Phoenix or San Diego tryouts. And I think they can have a potential of playing big spoiler to some of the top names.
So we did have someone comment in our last video on why Ernest Phillips can't compete. And we just did some Googling, and let's just say if you have a criminal background that you can't be on the show, and let's leave it at that. So apparently Ernest has had reasons for not being on A&W and probably won't be in the future. So let's just say
that he's not going to be on A&W. Okay.
No, but he can be in the NNL, and I don't know about the A&W experience, come to think of it, whether they'll be limiting that. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Googling him, that shocked me. I mean, you just don't know until somebody's convicted. So I don't want to prejudge, but there are some heavy things he's being accused of. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I don't see him being on any A&W shows, but I do look forward to him still running a National Ninja League. I don't know the extent of everything that he's accused of, so I can't make a comment on that yet.
All right. So on that note, a strange way to
let's
end
just
the
say,
episode.
man, well,
We were both kind of surprised. We just did some quick Googling. That was not what I was expecting.
Nope.
Okay, so if you'd like to reach out to us, you can reach me. I don't know. This is I don't have
like
anything
a
else.
screeching halt, like the train just.
Yep. That's it. We're done tapping out of this episode. You can reach me at rich@ninjapodcast.com. I am at Ninja Podcast on both Instagram and Twitter. And Bijan, how can they reach you?
Oh, what a hot mess, man. Y'all hit me up. Hopefully not with that kind of stuff at Bijan151 on Twitter and Instagram. That's BIJAN 151. Holy crap, y'all. Damn.
All right.
Shame.
Thank you all. Shame. Definitely shame. Thank you all for listening and have a great week.
Deuces, y'all. Be good people. It helps.